at what I wrote. But it's really, I love doing the book because I'm actually putting myself in the positions of the characters. It's really good fun. I'm trying to put myself in that position. Like, I've got a Grand Master and he's sort of like stuck in the wall with a lance in his throat, and he's not meant to happen. He's the Prime Minister in all respects, you know, he's got privileges and dignity, but he's attacked the King, and the guard look after the King. So, and I'm trying to put myself in the position of the guard who's got the lance, and he's got it, you know, and he's sticking this thing in his, and he ain't killed him, he's just keeping him from the King, protecting the King. And I'm trying to put myself in that position. I'm finding it really difficult, but it's fun at the same time, so I'm getting a lot of enjoyment. I feel at this moment I'm hitting a lot of barriers with talking to people. People are just not ready to listen to the sort of stuff that I'd like to talk about. I want to talk more about numerology, which is something that me and Alan are very keen on. So I would like, you know, I want to discuss this.
I've seen some of your talks, you know, on YouTube that you've done in various places, and the audience don't seem too against you.
You don't see. You don't.
You get the.
You don't
of course,
see
you get
what
people who
you
ask
don't see what I
questions.
see.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but the thing is, the questions are getting to the stage now where, you know, the answers are very obvious to me, and like I know where you're coming from because I used to live in that world of accumulated knowledge.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
No, but I know where you're coming from. Accumulated knowledge, and it's more. I've got to learn and learn and learn and learn and learn. I've got impact more, right? What I realised a little while ago is when I actually start to forget this stuff, maybe I can remember something.
Sure.
I'm sure what we carry. It's like I did the mathematics on it, and this is I worked out that we are a binary system. Everything about us is binary. There's nothing that isn't. So I started to look at binary systems, and I looked at RAM on a computer, random access memory, and it was like, okay, so it's two modules of RAM, because it's parental string, create 1, but 4 are needed to create 2, 8 need to create 4, 16 create 8, 32 create 16. So it's that process. So I looked at RAM, and that's why it goes up specifically, like, and when you get up to, you sort of like 64, 132, 256, 512, 1024, 2048, blah, 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 blah. So it just carries on. So I looked at me and I went, right, okay, there's me and there's my mum and dad. So I started to look at it and it's exactly the same. And I went back 20 generations and there's 524,288 mums and dads involved in 20 generations. That's like an astronomical figure. And you go back one more, there's 1 million. I was like, how can this be possible? Then I started to look at, I looked at inches and started to break inches away and started to work. It's exactly the same system to get into thousandths of an inch. There's no difference. Everything I looked at has this binary system running through it. So I suddenly, hold on a minute. Are we like a computer? Do we have a hard drive up here and a hard drive somewhere else? We might call it the soul, the DNA, the I don't know, Mars bar. Call it what you want. It don't matter what it is, but we've got it. And does this hard drive contain all the memories of our ancestors? And we can access this thing. But the only way that we could enjoy or live this existence is from not being able to remember who we are, and what we really are doing it.
Are you saying almost like
we severed
start from
to do it?
Zero.
Yeah, I'm sure that for whatever reason, there was a group of us like this, I don't know, a few thousand years ago, we sat around and we didn't live like this, I'm sure of it. I'm positive that there was no legal systems, no law, nothing. We just lived happily. I'm sure of it, I'm positive of it. And we sat around and I wonder what it's like to live in a world of lust.
But what about language?
No, I don't reckon we needed it. I'm 100% positive we don't need it. And I'm not talking about telepathy either, I just got what you just know. You can read body language anyway. Look at, I can read, all night I've been reading people's body language. You must have been reading mine as well. You've been doing it, especially I've noticed you've been doing it. So the thing is, I'm reading yours, and at the moment you're incredibly inquisitive.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, oh please, no, don't, apologise, but that's what I'm saying. So if you could do that now, so simply over saying like that, then surely you can do it on all levels. If you can do it on one level, you must be able to do it on... Yeah, it's instincts, yeah. What you carry naturally, that us lot, because we're inflicted with a dick, we have so much problems in... Because we do.
Did you just say what? Yeah, you did just say that.
man-breaking makes. It's not very often it happens,
I would say something else wrong with that.
does it? No, but we got two heads and we listened to the wrong one. Yeah? And they're laughing now because you know it's true. It is true, you know. And I'm not trying to bring it down a level, but no, but it's absolutely true. It really is. We do listen to the wrong one all the time. No, but
even thousands of years ago when you
absolutely. No, actually, no. I reckon. No, I reckon thousands of years ago. No, we didn't. We weren't inflicted with that. You know, I mean, but there weren't. I'm sure that we left the key in you. You hold the key to this. It's women that hold the key to this. So why? One of the things I noticed all the way through history is the oppression of women. It's massive.
The other thing,
you know, it's male dominance, isn't it?
But working class going back, women didn't live much beyond 30.
No, they didn't.
Because it was exhaustion. We're tripling, we're living triple
you
what
are,
we ever did
absolutely.
before. You know, and we're the stronger sex. We're outliving
absolutely,
you know,
you do.
the men.
Absolutely.
You know, that's a lot of living. That's a lot of...
But see, I'm 100% sure. You know, when I was first doing this, and people used to say, who do you work for? Because they were trying to bring sort of the religious, the God and all that.
Yeah.
I said, well, if I work for someone, she's a woman, without a doubt. Because there's no one on this planet would have the patience, the benevolence and the amnesty that I've been offered in my life. Considering some of the things I've done. Some nasty, you know, very, very nasty things. There's a lot of things that people don't know about me. One day the press will get hold of it and you will find out, and some of it's not very nice. But I know I was these things for some reason. But the point is, I realised that this place itself is what it's missing, and what we're missing is a mother. We need a mum to just...
Yeah, but you know? Actually the strange thing is, if you look at the makeup in most homes now, the very heart of the home has been taken out to work for your corporation, hasn't she? And then you've got, that goes into the whole can of worms.
It does,
and that's a huge subject.
And that is a massive, it's a huge subject. I'm a great believer, not because I'm old-fashioned or a male chauvinist speaker or anything like that, but I do believe that a mum should be with her kids. I'm sorry.
But I think most mums have a
agree.
Yeah, you do, but you, unfortunately, you've been put in a position where you can't be. But who makes from that? Because you don't pay any less tax than the blokes.
But you've just told me I don't own my bricks and mortar, so so you might have made a few changes tonight.
No, but the point is, so this is how I look at it, and I really do feel that the energy of this place is in you, and it's the oppression of you, and it's the fact. The trouble is, because it's a male-dominated world, and the commercial construct is male-dominant, then it will take a man to give it back to you.
Maybe we just want men to think.
Yeah.
They're running things. Behind every man is a good woman.
Yeah, they say that, but unfortunately, you know, if that was the case...
Prime Minister
No, isn't it about working together? It's not about one being in charge
it's about
of the other.
equilibrium.
It's actually about bringing it all together. But it's not even just talking about a man and a woman bringing it together. It's talking about a community bringing it together.
It's community, absolutely. It's about community.
And I always saw the church as a place of community.
Absolutely.
And I have always
envied...
But then a pub
is a place of community.
Yes, but we're losing that, aren't we? You know, we're losing that place of community. But that was a male-dominated area.
Absolutely.
Wasn't it? Definitely.
But again...
You couldn't get a woman comfortably walking into a pub unless she was the bar.
But unfortunately, the church again was...
It is different now. But then I think I like the way the Europeans have their... they've got their... with the outside where you can go and have a cup of tea as well as having a glass of wine. You know, you haven't got to drink alcohol, you know, so...
I just feel that we sat around and we wanted to experience the world of lust. And that's what we live in, basically. And
that was instinctive, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we wanted to do it. And the only way that we could do it was to sever any memories of what we were. We had to sever it. But I am 100% sure that in the process we built a fail-safe into the system. I'm 100% sure. We allowed... enough of us would remember. We would remember in the end, and we would be able to help everyone else.
But isn't that the way stories were carried on? All the stories we've told, all the stories we grow up with, all the fairy tales.
The myths.
All the myths. But aren't they a way of families of passing down their own story?
Well, it's quite unique actually, because I know that I discovered a while ago. I discovered that the way that there's certain prophecies. There's this prophecy that's talked about